Welcome back, terrific trekkers! We're venturing into another wild day at Roar Vacation Bible School, where life is wild, but God is so good. Let's sing about that today by singing our theme song, I'm Trusting You. Learning about people from all around the world shows me just how big and awesome and creative our God really is. When we use all our senses to find evidence of God, what is something that's reminded you that God is good? What kinds of things have you seen around you that remind you that God is good? Maybe your mom helped you with something today, or your brother was finally kind to you even though he always seems a little grumpy. Whatever it was, there's so many things that we can see that show us that God is good. And to help us remember that, we're going to go and sing Every Good Thing. So sing along with us.
Every good thing, every heartbeat. say, but I know that you always make beauty from the heartache. Don't wanna forget or take for granted that it's a beautiful life we live. I'm not gonna miss the moments like this. This is a beautiful life you give. You're the reason for every good thing, every heartbeat, every day we get to breathe. You're the reason for everything that lasts, every second chance, every laugh. Oh, life is so sweet. You're the reason for every good thing, every good thing. Oh, every good thing, every good thing. Every good thing, every good thing. Oh, every good thing, every good thing. Every good thing, every heartbeat, every day we get to breathe. You're the reason for anything that lasts, every second chance, every laugh. Oh, life is so sweet. You're the reason for every good thing, every good thing. Oh, every good thing, every good thing. Every good thing, every good thing. Oh, every good thing, every good thing. Every good thing, every good thing. Oh, every good thing, every good thing. Every good thing, every good thing. Every good thing, every good thing.
Did you know that some countries in Africa experience pretty big changes every year? During the rainy season, God sends rain that makes grass green and lush. It fills up the water holes and it makes the rivers deep and muddy. But then there's also changes in the dry season. The dry season is, well, it's dry. It's hot and dusty, and rivers, they just dry up to a trickle. And all those leafy greens turn brown, and so does the grass. Which would you like better? Think about it, or even yell out to the camera. Do you like the rainy season or the dry season? I don't know about you, but I like the dry season. The rainy season, it messes with my hair, it makes it frizzy, but maybe you like when it's not raining. Maybe you like when it is raining. Whatever it is, it's awesome that the seasons do change and we get to experience lots of different things throughout the year. So the people and animals in Africa, they have to adapt to some pretty big changes. In our lives, change can be really hard to manage sometimes. Maybe you have to go to a new school, or maybe something's happening in your family that's a big change. Through all those changes, though, there's one thing that never ever changes, and that's God. God is always our God, and He's always so good to us. So that's why our Bible point today is, when life changes, God is good. So anytime you hear our Bible point today, you hear me or someone else say, when life changes, you respond by saying, God is good. So let's sing a fun song that'll keep you guessing at the motions of change. And that's a whole lot of change. Sing with us.
There's a whole lot of change coming your way, 'cause like it or not, nothing stays the same. So hold on tight and follow real close. God is good and He's in control. Clap your hands like this. Now do the twist. Stomp your feet the same. Now sing this way. Oh, 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 oh. There's a whole lot of change coming your way, 'cause like it or not, nothing stays the same. So hold on tight and follow real close. God is good and He's in control. Clap your hands like this. lot of change coming your way, 'cause like it or not, nothing stays the same.
Our Bible memory buddies are so great at helping us remember the important truths from the Bible that we're learning. I wonder what Bible memory buddy will help us remember that when life changes, God is good. Let's watch this clip and see which of our friends is going to help us remember our awesome Bible point.
Welcome back to another day of roaring excitement. You must have heard this is the wildest place to be. Heard? Get it? I'm March, and I might look a little like something you'd see on a farm. But I'm even cooler. I'm a Cape buffalo, sometimes called an African buffalo. I like the savannas, woods, or even rainforests throughout Africa. We're actually pretty easy to find because we always stay within 1 day's walk from water. During the dry season, that means we're on the move. The most experienced cow in the herd is called a pathfinder. It's the pathfinder's job to lead the rest of the herd to good grazing and water. Sometimes we even have to cross rivers to get to a better grazing area. But don't worry, we may be large, but we're great swimmers. Finding a good place to eat is a big deal for my herd because we eat a lot. You might say we're nature's lawnmowers. It's not always fun and games. Sometimes dangerous animals want to make a meal out of us. Our herd will circle up around our babies with our heads and horns facing out. Don't mess with March. Between moving around and keeping our young safe, life is full of changes for me and my herd. Is your life full of changes? Maybe you're moving or going to a new school, or maybe your parents got a divorce and life is really different from the way it was. All those changes can remind you of my swooping, curving horns. Sometimes up, sometimes down. Life sure changes. Did you know that even in all of those ups and downs and new things, God is still the same good God that He's always been? It's true. The Bible reminds us to do this. Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His faithful love endures forever. Endures forever means it lasts on and on and on. God's good, awesome, amazing love for you will never end. No matter what things in your life are changing, you can lean on God's solid love when things around you seem twisting, rolling, and rocking. When life changes, God is good.
So God's love never changes. It goes on forever and ever and ever. God is always good. The Bible tells us that God is a good Father to us. Let's sing Good, Good Father to remind us that God's always with us through all of life's up and downs.
Oh, I've heard 1,000 stories of what they think you're like, but I've heard the tender whisper of love.
in Africa, we have another friend. Her name is Raeleen, and we're going to watch as we learn about some of the changes that have been happening in her life. So watch with us.
This is Raeleen. She lives in Zambia. She has 3 sisters and 2 brothers, and a lazy dog. We asked Raeleen if she could be any animal. What type of animal would she like to be?
Cow.
She says she would be a cow since they are such a useful animal. Raeleen loves helping out her community. She helps by gathering water and washing dishes. One of her favorite things is braiding her sister's hair. Raeleen is packing this morning for a journey. During the week, she spends her time at another village to go to school. She travels through the fields until she reaches the river. Her friend will take her on his canoe the rest of the way. During the river trip, they see lots of amazing animals, like Cape buffalo, massive elephants, gazelles, hippos, and even baboons. There's one animal that makes Raeleen nervous, though.
Crocodile.
Luckily, they didn't see any crocodiles today. Finally, Raeleen arrives at her school. When Raeleen first came here a while ago, she was nervous. It was a big change. But she quickly made lots of friends and enjoys coming here now. Raeleen knows that when life changes, God is good. Raeleen says an education is important because she wants to be a nurse when she grows up. When Raeleen and her friends aren't in class, they spend time reading their Bible.
You left Egypt. They come to the desert.
They also enjoy singing songs about God. In the Bible, Book of Psalms, chapter 106, verse 1, it says, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His faithful love endures forever." When the week is over, it's time for Raeleen to make the journey back home. Her friend is waiting with the canoe. It's another chance to see some awesome animals. Back on land, she's almost home. She can't wait to be back to her village. Her family is waiting and excited to have her back home.
Now, Raeleen isn't the only one that's been experiencing change. We also have 2 of our friends that we saw on day 1, Jeff and Iris, who are going to show us a little bit about how, even right here in the United States or wherever you are, change can seem really scary, but it happens to all of us, and we can trust God that He's going to bring us through it. So watch as Iris and Jeff talk about change.
You know, I'm starting to get the hang of living out here. I'm starting to enjoy this place and feel like I'm a part of nature.
Okay, everybody, it's time to pack up.
Hey Iris, what do you mean by packing up?
I mean, grab your goodies, pack your ponchos, bag your bananas, stow your sneakers, box your socks, and get out.
Wait, why? We're starting to settle in.
There is a herd of rhinos coming this way. We gotta get out of here. They're not only dangerous, but they stink like bad. We gotta head out, but it'll only be for a little bit, just until they move out.
Okay. I guess you're right.
Are you sure you're okay? You don't seem too good.
I know. It's just, I don't like change. I like it here. I don't like moving. I don't want to. And what if Riles never leave? What if we have to stay with them? Will we start smelling like rhinos?
Whoa. Change is hard, Jeff. I don't think anybody likes it. I don't even like it. But one thing you can remember is that when life changes, God is good. He's the only thing that doesn't change.
You know what? Iris, you're right. I'm gonna hang on to that while I'm packing up.
Fantastic. I'll go grab the Jeep, then we can get all our stuff packed up and we'll head out of here. But we better hurry. I can already smell those rhinos from here.
Okay, Iris.
We have another awesome example of change as well from the Bible. There's so many things where things change and God's people have to trust Him. But one example is from our story about the Israelites. Yesterday, we learned about all the plagues that were really scary. And that helped us to learn that when life is scary, God is good. But today, we're learning about change. So what might happen to the Israelites? What change is going to come? Go ahead and watch with us as we act out and show you guys some of the changes that happened to the Israelites.
Welcome back. After the devastating plagues of blood, frogs, gnats, flies, against livestock, of terrible boils on skin, hail, locusts, darkness, and death swept through Egypt, Pharaoh summoned Moses.
Leave! I don't want to see your people or you ever again.
So Pharaoh finally let us go. Life was different from the day we left. Before we were slaves, we were going nowhere but to work. Now we are independent and on a huge journey. Before we had everything we could to survive. Now God alone is providing for us. We were residents in Egypt, and now we wander in the desert. God has a big plan, so we camped outside of Egypt. When the word reached the king of Egypt that the Israelites had fled, Pharaoh changed his mind.
What have we done, letting all the Israelite slaves go?
So Pharaoh gathered the best of his army, and with his heart hardened, he chased after the people of Israel who had left Egypt with fists raised in defiance. As Pharaoh and his army approached, the people of Israel looked up in panic when they saw the Egyptians overtaking them. They cried out to the Lord,
Lord, help us!
and they complained to Moses.
Moses, how did you do this? We're gonna die because of you!
Why didn't we stay in Egypt?
But Moses told the people,
Do not be afraid, for God will save us today, and will keep us safe from the Egyptians.
Then the Lord said to Moses, Why are you crying out to me? Tell the people to get moving. Pick up your staff and raise your hand over the sea. Divide the water so the Israelites can walk through the middle of the sea on dry ground. And the Israelites followed, and God was with them day and night. The wind blew all the night, turning the seabed into dry land, so they walked through. Then the Egyptians, all of Pharaoh's horses, chariots, and charioteers, chased them into the middle of the sea. Just before dawn, God looked down on the Egyptian army, and he threw their forces into total confusion. He made destruction and so the Israelites lived in the wilderness for 40 years, and God gave them bread from heaven and birds in the evenings. And he gave them water from a rock. And life was hard, but they made it through. So all the Israelites celebrated. They sang a song to the Lord.
Isn't it awesome how even when life changes, God is good? Watching as Israelites went through the desert and all the things they experienced, it was incredible. And seeing how even when life was a little unsure, when things changed, that God was still with them. That's so important to remember. So let's go ahead and sing a song about change. Let's sing together, Whole Lot of Change.
There's a whole lot of change coming your way, 'cause like it or not, nothing stays the same. So hold on tight and follow real close. God is good and He's in control. Clap your hands like this. Now do the twist. Stop your feet the same. Now sing this way. Oh, 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 oh. There's a whole lot of change coming your way, 'cause like it or not, nothing stays the same. So hold on tight and follow real close. God is good and He's in control. Clap your hands like this. Now let's pump this. Stop your feet the same. Now listen this way. Change it one more time. Clap your hands like this. Do the twist. Stop your feet the same. Now shout this way. Hey, hey, hey. There's a whole lot of change coming your way, 'cause like it or not, nothing stays the same.
Welcome back to our safari celebration. I can't believe it's already day 3. I hope you've enjoyed your journey today through the preserve. I spent my morning tracking elephants by looking at their footprints, but then I only found my friends, my singers. Big prints, little prints, sneaker prints, sandal prints, everywhere. It looks like we were really busy today putting on this awesome vacation Bible school for you. So as we begin our safari celebration for day 3, which means we're already halfway through the week, let's go ahead and sing our theme song, I'm Trusting You.
Wherever you lead me, I'm gonna follow. I'm trusting you, God. You are God. Life will be crazy, wild and amazing. I'm trusting you, God. You are God. Wherever you lead me, I'm gonna follow. I'm trusting you, God. You are God. Life will get crazy, wild and amazing. I'm trusting you, God. You are God. I to see what's next. I wanna face this world with wonder and excitement. Face every challenge every day. I'm gonna follow. I'm trusting you, God. You are God. Life will be crazy, wild and amazing. I'm trusting you, God. You are God. Wherever you lead me, I'm gonna follow. I'm trusting you, God. You are God. Life will be crazy, wild and amazing. I'm trusting you, God. You are God. I'm trusting you, God. You are God. I'm trusting you, God. You are God.
So today we discovered when life changes, God is good. And so we want to help you remember that even though life does sometimes change, God continues to be good to us. So just like the other 2 days, we've made awesome craft videos for you guys. Today's craft is a fun butterfly. It's 3D, it pops off the page, and it's super fun. And the reason that we want to make a butterfly to represent change is because when butterflies, they're not born butterflies, they're born caterpillars. And then they go through a change and they become a beautiful butterfly. And it reminds us how when change happens in our lives, it can be unsure, but God brings something good and beautiful out of it at the end. So go ahead, right after our program ends today, go watch our craft video for day 3 and learn with us how to make this awesome butterfly craft. Thanks for making Roar such a wild and wonderful place today. We loved spending the day with you, and we hope you loved it too, singing songs with us, having fun, and learning about how, even when life changes, God is good. So let's go ahead and sing about how great our God is by singing Good, Good Father to close out our program today. Come on, sing with us.